Shout out to TLP Sports Club, baby.
BWB is hard.
Shout out BWB.
BWB, bandwagon buffs.
BWB, baby.
Shout out to bandwagon buffs. Shout out to TLP Sports, man. Let's go.
TLP Sports, man.
Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon buffs. What it is, what it does, and what it's gonna be. It's your man's Harry Billion. Welcome to the Liberian Perspective. Family, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the video as soon as I drop it on YouTube. And always look right here in this corner where you can get your BWB merch and rep the most educated, well-informed, least delusional fan base in all, and I mean all, of college football. Don't buy the hype. Buy BWB. Bandwagon buffs. All right, family, I gotta go ahead and get into this video right now, so that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. Unfortunately, I gotta inform you that the Colorado Buffaloes roster, it is an incomplete roster. There are some players that are not on this roster. I'm just gonna give you what they have. Before spring ball starts, when they have a full roster, I will have to revisit this series and update these numbers. Right now, this is all I got, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you what I got, and then we'll just have to deal with it like that. If this is your first time watching one of these videos in the series, on the left hand side of your screen, you're gonna get the height information, and then on the right hand side, you're gonna get the weight information. There's gonna be a plus sign on each number. Each time I do a new player, then that number is gonna increase by either the height or the weight. When I'm done with the entire offensive line, we're gonna go ahead and tally those numbers, give you the total, and then we're gonna give you the average height and the average weight. All right, so without further ado, here we go. Remember, this goes pretty fast. Buckle your seatbelt, rewind it if you have to, fast forward if it's going too slow for you, but here we go. First offensive lineman, that's Landon BB. He's 6'3", 275 pounds. He's a graduate student from Webb City, Missouri. High school would be Webb City High School. He's transferring from Missouri State. Our next offensive lineman with the big old smile right there, guys, that is Tyler Brown. He's 6'3", 320 pounds. They're now actually including their major. All right, so Tyler Brown is majoring in speech, language, and hearing sciences. He is from Jackson, Mississippi. So he went to St. Joseph Catholic High School, LA Lafayette, but he's also transferring in from Jackson State. That was one of Coach Prime's guys. Moving right along to our next offensive lineman, that'll be Gerard Christian Lichtenhand. Gerard is 6'10", 315 pounds. He's a junior. His major is communication and sports studies minor. He is from Davis, California, and he went to Davis High School. Our next offensive lineman is Camden Dempsey. He is 6'2", 260 pounds. He's a sophomore. He's majoring in finance, and he is a leadership studies minor. He's from Lakewood, Colorado, and he went to Lakewood High School. Our next offensive lineman is Carter Edwards. He is 6'5", 280 pounds. He's a freshman. He is majoring in aerospace engineering sciences. He is from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. He went to Presbyterian Christian High School. Our next offensive lineman, he's Ben Resnick, and he is 6'6", 290 pounds. He's a sophomore majoring in exploratory studies. He is from Deerfield, Illinois, and he went to Deerfield High School. Moving on to our next offensive lineman, he is Jack Seville. Jack Seville is 6'7", 285 pounds. He's a sophomore majoring in finance. He's from Centennial, Colorado, and he went to Arapahoe High School. Next offensive lineman, that would be Van Wells. He is 6'2", 290 pounds. He's a sophomore. He's majoring in exploratory studies. He is from Houston, Texas. He went to C.E. King High School. Next offensive lineman, that'll be Jack Welty. He is 6'4", 310 pounds. He's a sophomore. He is majoring in sociology. He is from Altona, Iowa. He attended Southeast Polk High School. He's transferring from Northern Illinois, Iowa Central Community College. The first offensive tackle we have is Isaiah Jada. Isaiah Jada is 6'6", 310 pounds. He's a junior majoring in economics. He is from San Diego, California. He's transferring from Snow College. Our next offensive tackle is going to be Savion Washington. And Savion Washington is 6'8", 320 pounds, graduate student. He's majoring in sociology. He's from Akron, Ohio. He went to St. Vincent St. Mary. I guess there was a double St. High School. He's transferring from Kent State. Like I said, this is an incomplete roster. Not really much to tally, but we're going to go ahead and tally up what we got. All right, so our total offensive line's height is 70.6 6'7". All right, so that is our total offensive line's height. So now let's go ahead and tally up the numbers for the average offensive line's height. And that number is 6'4" tall. So there you have it. That is the average height for our offensive line for the Colorado Buffaloes. So our total weight is 3,255. That is the total weight for the Colorado Buffaloes offensive line. All right, so let's give you the average weight, and their average weight is 295 pounds. There you have it. That is the average weight of the Colorado Buffaloes offensive line. All right, you can start comparing those numbers with the other teams, but we have to move on to our defensive line. There are only a few defensive linemen, but this is what we got, so we gotta give you what we got. The first defensive lineman that we got is Jordan Dominic. Jordan Dominic is 6'3", 250 pounds. He's a graduate student, so I don't know if his major is established, post-baccalaureate. I think he hasn't really established his major. Maybe he came back just so he can get to the NFL. He's a postgraduate. Anyway, he is from Lakeland, Florida. He went to Jenkins High School. He's transferring from Georgia Tech / Arkansas. Our next player, Shane Coates. Shane Coates is 6'3", 275 pounds. He's a graduate student. He is majoring in organizational leadership. That is very close to what I did in grad school. Okay, salute to that guy. From Dayton, Ohio. He went to Chaminade Julian High School, and he is transferring from Dartmouth. Our next defensive lineman is Taj Austin. He is 6'4", 255 pounds. He's a graduate student. We're going to leave that post-baccalaureate alone. He is from Lumberton, North Carolina. He went to Union Pines High School. He transferred from Copiah Lincoln Community College in West Virginia. Our next defensive lineman is Leonard Payne Jr. He is 6'3", 310 pounds. He's a graduate. He hasn't declared his major yet. He's from Los Angeles, California. I believe he went to a double St. High School, St. Pius, St. Matthias Academy. He is transferring from Fresno State. The total height for our defensive lineman is 25.3. All right, there you have it. That is our total height. And let's go ahead and average that out. Our average height is 6'3". All right, there you have it. That is our average height for the defensive line. Okay, so let's go ahead and total up their weight. The total weight for our defensive line is 1,090 pounds. There you have it. That is our total weight for the defensive line. And here is our average weight, 272 pounds. All right, and there you have it, guys. That's our average weight for this little bit of information that we have here for our defensive line. When the university update the roster, I'm going to bring you those numbers and compare them with the other schools. The other schools did not have to overhaul their roster. They didn't have to bring in as many players from outside. So most of them were just replacing just a few guys who left either for the NFL, who graduated and they just left the school. But they didn't have to do as much of an overhaul as Colorado had to do, or as Coach Prime had to do with this roster. You can't really compare with Colorado State. You can't really compare with other teams that have more players, but it is what it is. That's what we have. We're going to have to do Colorado State next. Those are the numbers for the Colorado Buffaloes defensive line and their offensive line. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to leave it right there. You know who I am. I'm Harry B. And that right there was the Liberian Perspective. That's TLP Sports Club.